everyone, my name is Heidi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel here, Baby Name Sunday. So for this week's video, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a different list. So I'm always giving you guys some great first name ideas or first and middle name combos, but this week we are talking all about middle names. So today's list is going to be some usable and cool middle name ideas for boys. So these are going to be some trendy baby names for boys that are absolutely effortlessly handsome for that middle name spot. I have a really good variety for this list. I have about 35 names to share with you, so let's get on into it. All right, so starting a little bit edgy here, we have the name Zade. So Z-A-D-E, Zade. This just kind of ties that really, could even be like a soft first name in with that middle name. A lot of one-syllable middle names are really great choices and very easy to use for middle names, but this is a Persian-rooted name meaning son of. Next is Oceans, spelled O-C-E-A-N-S. Oceans. Now this is a really cool nautical, water-inspired name. It really is gender neutral, but I love the S on the end of ocean to make it oceans. It just adds that really cool two-syllable to the name, which really plays well with a lot of first names. I have the name Ace, spelled A-C-E, Ace, another one-syllable name here, and this one means the one or unity. This would make a really wonderful choice as a middle name for maybe your firstborn boy, or maybe it just ends up you're only having one child. This is really cool to kind of symbolize the one, that unit of your family as well. I have the cool name Bray, spelled B-R-A-Y, Bray, and this one is an Irish place name meaning marshland. So it is a subtle nature name. Speaking of nature, shooting into the stars, we have the name Moon, spelled M-O-O-N, Moon. I truly feel that this is one of the most usable middle names. I know to some it might be a little bit out there, but I really think some people have the symbolism of the moon, and just like in general, it's a really nice nature-esque celestial name that could really work for absolutely anyone, as it is gender neutral. I have Amias, spelled A-M-I-A-S, Amias. This is such a dreamy and soft middle name there. It really plays well with a very strong first name, and this one's Latin rooted meaning loved. Rogue, spelled R-O-G-U-E, Rogue, a very edgy and kind of fearless name here. I think it's so cool. Again, very gender neutral, and this one means wild and free. Another word name is Dusk, spelled D-U-S-K, Dusk. This is definitely a little bit more unique other than like moon or Luna. You have Dusk, and I think that is just so cool. And this one, like I said, is a word name, and it means twilight or darkening. Lee, spelled L-E-E, Lee. This one's a really great nature-inspired name meaning pasture or meadow. Then I have Amos, spelled A-M-O-S, Amos. This kind of ties hand in hand with Amias, with that S ending for both. It's just very soft and very sweet. And Amos is a Hebrew-rooted name if you're wanting something a little biblical, and it means carried by God. I've been really loving the surname Wilden, spelled W-I-L-D-E-N, Wilden. This is really great for that first name, but also that middle name spot. It kind of can give off that nickname of wild in a way, and it's a German and English surname, and it means wild and passionate. Next is Banks, spelled B-A-N-K-S, Banks. This is definitely very trendy, very modern, but just so effortlessly cool. And this one means riverbank. I have the sweet and vintage name August, spelled A-U-G-U-S-T, August. This is just the sweetest name ever. It's a month name, but also August itself means magnificent or majestic. Poet, spelled P-O-E-T, Poet. This is kind of one of those like artsy literary names. It could also be a musical name. I personally really like it because it just sounds super cute. And if you're wanting something a little bit more playful, I feel like this is a really great choice for your little boy. Now, if you guys are loving this middle name list, or you guys love me sharing middle names, please make sure you guys are giving this video a thumbs up. It tells me that you're loving the list. Maybe leave some other great middle name options down in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure you guys are hitting the red button down there to subscribe. All right, we have something a little bit different here. It's definitely a very cool word name, and that's the name Stoic, spelled S-T-O-I-C, Stoic. This is so cool, guys, so edgy. First or middle name regardless. And like I said, it's a word name, and it means someone who can endure hardship without complaining. So I feel like this is a very tough middle name for a little boy. Could even be great for a rainbow baby. I also have the name Knight, spelled K-N-I-G-H-T, Knight. I've seen it used a few times. Also, I believe a couple celebrities have it as like both a first name actually and a middle name. It's really cool. It kind of has like that regal, posh kind of vibe to it. Knight. What do you guys think about that one? Gender neutral place name here next is Holland, spelled H-O-L-L-A-N-D, Holland. So this is a place name, and it's often used more so for the girl side as like a first name, but I feel like that middle name spot, I find it really cool for a boy, and especially with that and ending, it flows really nicely with a lot of first names. And this one means wooded land. I have Marsh, spelled M-A-R-S-H, Marsh. Definitely a unique nature one syllable name here. I also find that it's very kind of like seems like it should be like a classic name, but so underused. Now, something super cool here, again with that A-N ending, is Heartland, spelled H-A-R-T-L-A-N. Heartland. Lots of people have been loving the name Heart, and I just added L-A-N at the end, so it's kind of like made up, but not really. It definitely is used as a surname, and this one means pasture of horses. We have another Hebrew name. It's Judah, spelled J-U-D-A-H, Judah. This one, along with Jude, are wonderful middle name options. I find Judah is a little bit more unique than Jude, as Jude's that one syllable name, but if Jude doesn't work and you need two syllables, we have Judah. And this is a wonderful Hebrew rooted name, again biblical, and it means praised. Dallas, spelled D-A-L-L-I-S, Dallas. This is a dreamy place name, but it's also an Irish rooted name meaning skilled. Then we have Clay, spelled K-L-A-Y, Clay. This is a really cool single syllable name, again a little bit more traditional and classic, so underused, and it's English rooted, meaning boundary with clover. Blakely, spelled B-L-A-K-E-L-Y, Blakely. Guys, there's something about the name Blake and Blakely I just love. I love this name. Boys, girls, whoever, I think it works so nicely. It's a surname and it means dark wood or clearing. All right, slowly getting down the list, you guys, but if you guys are interested in doing a name consultation, this upcoming week is my very last week for my spring break promo for March. So as soon as April hits, I won't have it anymore. I'll still be doing consultations, but if you want to take advantage of that promo, you get an extra 20 names with no extra charge in all of my packages. So if you guys have any questions at all, or you want to book a consultation with myself, here is my email right here, but you can also send me a DM over on Instagram. Time for something super sweet that really could work for anyone is the name Blue, spelled B-L-U-E. This is a really cool direct color name, and just in general, when you think about blue, you think about the ocean, you think about the sea. It's very kind of like naturey, picturesque, and blue actually represents oceans, serenity, wisdom, and inspiration. I have Evers, spelled E-V-E-R-S, Evers. Added on that S there, guys, and it just makes it a completely new name. I think it's personally like super cool, just like oceans and Evers. There's just something about adding on an S, and it just changes the name as a whole. And I think this is really sweet if you want to kind of encompass that love and affection that you have for your little baby. Evers means forever and ever. Okay, so just like stoic, this is also a really edgy name here, and that's the name Scythe. Spelled S-Y-T-H-E, Scythe. This is cool. Very unique and rare. It can work for first name, middle name, however you choose. It has wonderful meanings of creative, independent, and passionate. Another surname here, Irish rooted. So this is the name Morrissey, spelled M-O-R-R-I-S-S-E-Y. Morrissey. This is a really great ending with that EY. It flows really nicely and it's 3 syllables. So that can really work a lot with a lot of maybe 1 syllable first names. And like I said, it's Irish rooted and it means sea taboo. Couple of S names here. We have Soul, spelled S-O-L, Soul. This is one of those very like peaceful sounding middle names. I have this tranquility kind of feel and vibe about this name, and it's Spanish rooted. It's a Spanish word name meaning sun. Then I also have Sire, spelled S-Y-R-E, Sire. Very modern, but it's actually a respectful form of someone with high status or a king. Definitely gives a very masculine style energy. Sire for your little boy. Couple of word names here. We're almost finished with the list. I think I have about 5 more names. So I have the name Ridge, spelled R-I-D-G-E, Ridge. This is really cool. Again, first or middle name, but I love the meaning because it means mountain range. And I like this nature name because it has a very handsome sound to it, and it's very rugged sounding, like a wild, adventurous little boy. Another one that sounds very adventurous is Arrow, spelled A-R-R-O-W, Arrow. To me, I would totally use this in a heartbeat. And Arrow is a word name that symbolizes like a warrior and a defender, and I really think that is just something very powerful behind your little boy. Then that brings me to my last 3 names here. So we have the very sweet name Emmett, spelled E-M-M-E-T-T, Emmett. Guys, this needs to be used more, but I don't want it to be used more because I love it so much that I love how unique it is, but it sounds so familiar. It's very similar to like Everett, Everest, Beckett, those style names. Emmett. I don't know if it's the Lego movie or what, but I'm just so in love with this name. It's both English and Hebrew rooted, meaning truth and universal. Second to last name is a color name, Cyan, spelled C-Y-A-N, Cyan. This is another one. I love the sound of this one, Cyan. It just sounds, again, very, very handsome. A lot of these names just give off that feel. And this one's a direct color name. It's a greenish blue hue, basically the color of like the sea and the oceans. And I think that's really cool for if you want to have like a nautical or water inspired name behind your little boy, Cyan. I think this is a great middle name. Then last but certainly not least, guys, another really cool, again, nature middle name, because I feel a lot of you guys love nature names. This is the name Hawthorne, spelled H-A-W-T-H-O-R-N-E. Hawthorne. Oh, this is just cool. You can definitely do it for a first name, but man, that middle name, I feel like it's one of those names that really, as soon as you say it after that first name, regardless of how common or whatever that first name is, it just gives that wow factor. Sorry, what did you just say? Something Hawthorne, and I am loving it. I love it so, so much. I just think of like Declan Hawthorne, like something like that just sounds just so cool. And this one actually, this particular tree in general, it's actually a sacred tree in Celtic mythology, which is really cool. I was reading up on, and it symbolizes magic, love, and protection. It does have a very mysterious sound, like Hawthorne, really great for maybe like a fall, like September, October, November baby. Oh, that would be just so cool. And again, I think a ton of these names, just depending on what kind of first name you're using, I think a lot of these are just so usable, just cool, and just really add on or highlight that first name that you truly love. And you could be playful with the middle name. You can honor someone. There's just so many things that you can do with that middle name spot, whether you just want something that flows nicely with that first name, or you want something with some substance and significance. Whatever you choose, I think it just really complements that first name and definitely flows off with that last name as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this middle names list. Please give this video again a thumbs up if you guys love middle name ideas for your boy names. I actually kind of maybe want to do like, you guys send in a first name and I'll create a middle name for them. That would be kind of a cool idea. Or I'll also be doing actually the girls name list probably next week for middle names. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. Hope you guys are having a fabulous weekend, or you had a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you guys next Sunday with another baby names list. All right, take care, bye.